the United States is fuming. It has released footage of what it calls was an episode of Russian jets, quote-unquote, harassing American drones while flying over Syria. The jets forced the American drones to take evasive maneuvers. But what really happened? And is Russia trying to heat up the situation on the Syrian front? The US has released this video today. It shows or claims to show how Russian fighter jets flew dangerously close to the US drones. And not just that, the jets set off flares and forced the MQ-9 Reaper drones to evade the situation. One of the Russian aircraft moved in front of a drone and engaged its afterburners. What is an afterburner? It's basically a jet blast that can damage a drone's electronic system. The fighter jet clearly intended to cause damage, and the move reduced the drone operator's ability to operate the aircraft. The US Air Force's Central Command saying, and I'm quoting, "These events represent a new level of unprofessional and unsafe action by Russian air forces operating in Syria." The US Air Force has shown its anger and has called out Russia. The US commander of the 9th Air Force in the Middle East says, and I'm quoting, "We urge Russian forces in Syria to cease this reckless behavior and adhere to the standards of behavior expected of a professional air force so we can resume our focus on the enduring defeat of ISIS." Although the US Air Force has not disclosed specific details of the encounter, the incident is quite similar to earlier Russian encounters. In March, a similar video showed a Russian Su-27 aircraft harassing an MQ-9 drone over the Black Sea. The fight between the drone and the aircraft resulted in a collision. The MQ-9's propeller broke and had to be brought down into the Black Sea. Last year, in November, a US Reaper drone had a near-miss situation with a Russian missile over Syria. The missile detonated merely 40 feet away from the US drone. In response to the attacks, the US Central Command plans to send a squadron of F-22 Raptors over the Middle East. Although the deployment of the jets is to demonstrate the Air Force's power, the US says its primary mission remains the same: to defeat the Islamic State. And on the other hand, Russia has accused the US of deploying drones close to Russian positions in Syria. Last month, the Russian forces claimed that they detected US unmanned aerial vehicles over Syria. It said that the US violated airspace regulations in Syria. Why does Russia keep picking fights over Syria? And why make the Syrian airspace a battleground? Reports say Russia and Syria are conducting joint air defense exercises. The exercise aims to assess the effectiveness of Russia's air defenses in the Middle East. Russia says it has helped Syria gain control over significant parts of the country, while Washington has hindered Syria's reconstruction efforts. And experts say that if Russian forces put down another drone, it could potentially result in a significant escalation between the two sides. Earlier, Russia accused the US of a drone attack in Moscow, and now it is attacking US drones with its fighter jets. Just how far will Russia go? We will be closely following the developments. WION now available in your country. Download the app now. Get all the updates on the move.